Rounds here tonight at Nerd Rage Gaming's FNM. I'm your host, Andrew Donnelly. With me, as always, my co-host, Matthew Robert Dow. Matt, we said no more control decks. What happened?
Let me just tell you, I single match,
Yes.
and out
And
of
what did you find?
everybody here that's not playing a control deck, unfortunately was paired up against a control deck. So
So it's just control deck central
yeah,
tonight.
it's control deck central.
How did
So
these control decks get so popular?
I think they did pretty well at you know some SCGs a while ago.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we
Owen
know...
Turtenwald wrote that he would play this deck this weekend if he could
Sure.
today. So yeah, I don't.
Not to mention SCG regionals that we hosted in Chicago. A lot of control decks.
Yeah, definitely. So Ben Sliwa on the right here playing Sultai control. Dan Cardenas on the right. Dan Cardenas on
Cardenas
the
on the
right.
right.
Yeah. Ben Sliwa on the left. Dan's our hero. He's playing blue, white, red heroic.
Oh, baby.
So,
Didn't you just have a little fun with this deck?
fun is.
You were mad.
Yeah.
Guys,
That deck needed some work.
let me tell you, the anger, it was real.
So I played Ben a little bit before this FNM with my blue, white control deck. Then a blue, white heroic deck, and you know he crushed me. But
Yeah? Okay.
I mulled a 5-1 game, so I'm rooting for Dan here. I know announcers are supposed to be partial and not have any bias here, but let's go Dan. If you want to see Dan win, chant his name in the chat. Let's get some positive energy behind him.
We do. We need to get some positive. We need to get some positive energy behind it because someone's got to curb these control decks.
Yeah, they need to end this. So
In blue white heroic, I think can do it
oh yeah, for sure.
because
I don't know if blue, white, red heroic can do that.
we know what he's got in there. We know what we want to see.
I just want to see him crush Ben Sliwa.
Didn't you crush people though after your salt round one? Did you not go on to turn 4 people
Oh, I turned forward people.
left and right?
Not left and right, but I did.
I mean, that's what you want then. Oh, look, they're booing Dan.
They're booing Dan
They
now?
don't like Dan.
Well, it looks like we're doomed for a mirror match in the finals then.
Great.
The other two O's are red white aggro deck and Noah Cohen, who's playing the blue black control
I
deck.
hope you guys are ready for blue black control versus Sultai control Snorefest.
Yeah,
Grab your pillows match.
yeah. So Dan mulliganed a hand where I don't think he had any lands. This hand looks like he has 1,000,000 lands and one Seeker of the Way. So
Slam it.
he's gonna keep it. He wanted me to tell you that this is called the Norman Special after the owner of the shop, Noah
Yeah,
Cohen.
that's weird because I think it was me and Joe Lissette who talked about originally putting Tamir Battle Rage in this deck.
I see.
And then Norm decided that was
That's
going
his
to
thing?
be his thing. So guys, what we can do is we can cheer Dan on and be excited, and then boo Norm. Boo Norm boo is what we can type that out.
Indeed. So Dan does draw a second creature here, so he is going to be able to play a creature. He's going to lead off with this Hero of Eros.
I noticed this was a card that you tend to lead off with occasionally.
Yeah.
Only when you don't have the favorite hoplite?
Yeah, no, I'd probably let off with Seeker of the Way there, because
Okay.
in fear of it getting Biobladed, and then held back the Hero,
Mhm.
because it's just a better card than Seeker of the Way. But Dan's going to play his Seeker now, and then Benny's going to play a land, and he's going to have God's Willing up. So he's got God's Willing and Ordeal in his hand, so that's why I probably would have played it that way. But
Okay, so you would have played the hero. You would have played Seeker, let it get Bioblight.
Yeah.
Play the hero, and then have the ability to get your counters on.
Correct, because Hero is
Okay,
just
sure.
a better card in this matchup and in general
Yeah.
in this deck than Seeker of the Way, so if any card's going to get Biobladed, it might as well be Seeker of the Way.
Guys, you better rip out your notepads too if you're watching, because you got Matt Dow here talking about Blue White Heroic, and this is
Yeah, and I'm bad, so...
his deck. This is what he does. Believe me, as I've seen him sitting down at tables, he does this often.
Yeah, it's not going to matter, though. Ben has, Thoughtseize into Bioblade, so he's going to kill this. But at
So
least
this
Ben has
seems to-
cards that are going to win the game. And Dan's a man who likes to scoop up his cards, let me tell you. So
It's true. Dan
Yeah.
likes to move on.
Dan here is just a land and an Ordeal in his hand after Ben has double Bioblade on turn, 2 and 3.
You got Ben at 15, correct?
Yeah, he should be at 15.
All right. Now, I know Ben got this Sultai control list. He looked a little bit at mine. I know he looked a little bit at Mr. Fabiano's. So,
So Dan going to play his Battlefield Forge that Ben knows about. Ben's going to untap. You're going to draw, going to play another land. Opulent Palace, I'd imagine.
Turn on all your colors.
Yep. You got them all already, but Dan's gonna draw another land. I imagine Dan's probably pretty close to scooping them up.
Dan has the option to fetch here too, just to thin out the deck and get a reshuffle if he needs it.
Yeah, I probably would have fetched. There's a Garrick. So another land for Ben. Dan's gonna
There you go.
fetch now and
Get the,
get an
get the
island.
shuffle.
Maybe a plains. I gotta get a plains. Yep.
Definitely a plains.
Yeah. We got 2 islands. Need more blue. Need more white mana.
So the question is, do you when you were testing out this UWR deck, did you run a red mana source out there before you actually had the kill? You know what I mean? Like, did you present it as a color so your opponent knew about it?
If I needed it, yeah, but otherwise, no.
Otherwise not. Yeah. I think that's kind of the play.
So Ben's gonna dig through time. This is a fun card. At least Sphinx's Revelation, you didn't have to like think about what cards you were gonna take. You just got
all of them.
You just got them all.
Yeah, that card was amazing.
Yeah.
I can definitely get behind Sphinx's Revelation.
So Ben's gonna find. Looks like another dig through time. Some lands probably to cast a Zugan. Yep. So if I was Dan, I probably would have mulliganed this hand, but I don't think we were gonna beat Ben anyways. That was like the turn 2 and turn 3 play that he wanted exactly.
Had he ordered it differently, do you think the plays wouldn't have mattered?
Didn't matter. Didn't like Dan was with Dan's hand. Dan wasn't beating Bobblade on turn 2 into Thoughtseize Bobblade. He just wasn't beating it.
That makes sense.
The only way Dan could beat that is by playing like turn 1 favorite Hoplite, turn 2 Ordeal or something that throws the Hoplite outside of Bobblade range. So Ben's gonna cast a Kiora, another win condition.
This card's essentially death for the heroic deck.
Yeah, this card's pretty good against the heroic deck.
Yeah,
it's definitely beatable, but it's pretty good. So I hope Ben pluses, get this game over with, make some Krakens.
Yep.
That island can't attack, can't deal damage, can't
so
take damage.
That's a good play from Ben, because normally if I'm in the situation, knowing what I'm playing against, I'm minusing the Cure there just because I want extra cards.
Yeah, okay. Well, I mean, I just want to kill my opponent.
Very true.
I want to go get food or get out of my seat. Maybe play some Legacy or some Modern.
Oh, you play some Star Realms.
Maybe play some Star Realms, yeah. So there's a hero Veroas for Dan. Unfortunately, it doesn't have anything to protect it, so it's just going to get locked down by Kiora. Ben looks like he's going to tap a mana to... No, okay. Maybe he's thinking about Murderous Cutting there.
I think it's just a waste at that point. And then he's got the Garruk in hand.
Yeah. And a plus.
Interesting to note, too, the UWR deck has a hard time protecting against Ugin.
Yeah, for sure.
In the +3.
Yeah, definitely. Can't need a Stubborn Denial for that. So.
Yeah.
Plus on Kiora. Dan, I don't think has a protection spell. Ben's going to scry and keep it on top. I imagine that's just a land. So, like, this is bad sequencing by Ben, but whatever. He's so far ahead, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I don't like it. Why is he running out the Satyr right now? So you see Sultai Charm, Ashiok, Hero's Downfall.
He whiffs on the Satyr Wayfinder.
And a Kiora. So he saw the scry and decided to go ahead with it anyways?
Yeah, it's just terrible sequencing. To be fair.
Yeah, I can't agree with that play either.
So it doesn't, like I said, it doesn't matter. People get sloppy when they're this far ahead.
Yeah. Which is a shame because, unfortunately, plays like that can sometimes come back and bite you.
Yeah, but not when your opponent draws,
land after land.
6 lands.
Yeah.
So Dan could have God's Willing last turn to give his hero protection, and I probably would have done that, and then try to get, my Ordeal pop off.
Sure.
But, I don't know. Looks like he's going to Ordeal anyways. Going to get a trigger. Maybe he could use the giant dice instead of the tiny dice.
Yeah, that'd be nice. We've purchased the giant dice for...
Yeah, they're super nice. And
people
this is going to get Murderous Cut. And I imagine if I'm Dan, I'm just going to give this protection.
So he has the protection spell. Interesting.
So he has a Valor Sense
to make it indestructible?
There we go, yeah.
Alright.
Now, I think he has a God's Willing in his hand too, which isn't awful. He should have attacked too.
Then triggered the...
Yeah.
Sure.
I guess
that's what I kind of thought his line of play was going to be, is that even though it couldn't do damage, he was still going to make it larger.
Yeah.
And then...
I don't know. It doesn't matter. Ben's going to wind up ultimating this cure anyways, unless Dan draws... Like, he has a protection spell here and then draws an aqueous form or something like that.
I have to wonder what Ben's thinking about. It,
Yeah,
Kyora's ultimate's at 5?
yeah, he fives. So he's gonna make the Satyr Wayfinder
Whoops.
unkillable. So the Satyr Wayfinder can't take damage or block, I don't think either. And he's gonna Garruk, and then this is gonna give protection.
Okay.
Dan's gonna keep on top. So like, if Dan keeps on top here, and Ben has nothing, Ben could lose this game if this is like a
What gets him through here?
Aqueous form Stratus walk.
Sure.
Like if Ben has nothing and Dan draws Aqueous form here, he kills Kiora. The Garruk does nothing because it's going to make a beast because it can't minus again. He can then kill the Garruk, and maybe he can scry into like an ordeal of Thassa and just get back in this game.
Yeah, you're not wrong. I think they were just motioning there. If you watch Ben, I think Dan was pointing out that he did target the Satyr Wayfinder.
Yeah, he did. So Dan obviously
Trigger.
doesn't draw. Yeah.
Fire. Dan's gonna
So
go
Dan
up
didn't
to...
draw anything. So that's weird. If Dan doesn't, Dan just loses now. He needed to scry a card. He needed Aqueous form or anything that gave him evasion there.
Yeah, I'm not
Keeping
sure.
anything
He has
on
a
top
card
that
in hand.
doesn't. Yeah, it's just lunacy. I mean, I guess he could go with like his line would be, you can make 9/9 Krakens. I'm at 29. Okay, so he's going to give it Tamir Battle Rage, so he's going to give it Trample.
Ooh,
That's a sweet one.
there you go. So it gets a counter. Did he put the extra counter on already?
He didn't, no.
Does
So he's going to attack Ben
Does he know?
and put Ben to 2? Ben takes 13, yeah.
Right? Is he
Yeah, so
doing...
that should be a 6/6, I think.
So hold on, it got a counter the first time when he put the ordeal on it.
Yeah.
It got a counter the second time.
Yeah, it should be a 7/7.
Okay.
So Ben should be at 2.
So Bennett is at 2.
Ben has Ugin, so it doesn't matter. It's going to cast an Ugin and kill him.
Yeah.
So that's kind of unfortunate. Dan was really close to killing him.
He
with
was.
two
He was actually super close. I mean, Ben's misplay there was fairly evident.
Yeah, so Ben chooses not to cast Ugin. Like, I just don't understand. Like, why are we sandbagging Ugin?
Yeah, I'm not.
Cast
I'm not
it
100% sure.
minus. Okay, so we lose a Satyr Wayfinder. People care about that?
No, people don't.
No, yeah.
You shouldn't care about it. I guess we're relying on Garruk's Beast and Kyora's
Krakens?
Krakens.
Which is fair. Dan's going to die anyways, but we could have used all of our mana that turn and, like, you know.
Not to mention, you get a head start on your opponent's life total. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
I don't understand. People are, I think, in the plan of let's play the control decks to be as boring as possible when we're so far ahead. It's like, you're so far ahead. The correct line there, anyways, is to cast the Ugin.
yes.
There's no reason to cast the Soul Tie Charm.
To be fair, this is the kind of control deck that I enjoy more so than the one that we saw in round 1. I can't make excuses for the way that Ben is playing though. You know what I mean? It's very...
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just fed up of seeing control decks. I'm starting to get a little on tilt. I'm not gonna lie.
Are you never not on tilt?
Uh,
You're on tilt a lot, man.
yeah. All right. So there's a favorite hoplite from Dan, but he's just dead. So
Yeah, that's
he's
late.
gonna pass it back. Not show him that he has it in his deck. Actually, if he has favorite hoplite and Ben doesn't have Ugin, like there's like a world where he could play the favorite hoplite and
then get through
then Aqueous form and
and
kill
kill him. Get through for damage.
Yeah, but
Which is a beautiful world, by the way. I'd like to live in that place.
I would too. So Dan gonna take 13.
Yeah, take a chunk of damage.
Then gonna make another beast and another kraken. So Dan's just dead on board. And there's the favorite hoplite he drew last turn. Man, if he drew Aqueous form off the top,
That would be nuts.
yeah,
I would go crazy.
he's gonna count it up, ship it back. Ben gonna untap here.
Can he one-time this?
So
Wait, if Ben attacks with everything... Oh, he had the bio... Protected Dan... No!
Yeah,
Oh, he had an
this
ordeal with Thassa.
yeah, he had an ordeal.
Why didn't he get... Oh, it wouldn't have saved it.
So
Oh, boy.
our hero has fallen in game 1.
Come on, guys. Twitch chat, you need to get it together here and give Dan some love. He's got to carry us out of this nightmare.
All right. So what does the enemy have? In the enemy's sideboard, they have 1 Silumgar the Drifting Death, 2 Tassiger the Golden Fang, 1 Farika's Cure, 2 negates, 2 feed the clans, 2 Rakshasa Death Dealers, 1 Hero's Downfall, 1 Torrent Elemental, 1 Pearl Lake Ancient, 1 Silence the Believers, and 1 Drown in Sorrow.
So this is exactly Ben is exactly on Gerard Fabiano's Sultai list.
So
He has made no changes.
cards I like: Rakshas's Death Dealer, pretty good. Believers, Silence the Believers, pretty good. Hero's Downfall, pretty good. Farika's Cure, yeah, it ain't bad. I think Ben's gonna bring in negates too. He likes to do that.
Yep.
They're all right too. All right, now for our hero, Dan,
Come on, Dan.
who will hopefully crush the enemy in games 2 and 3. He's got 3 Stubborn Denials.
Yep.
They're coming in. 1 negate, bringing it in. 1 Feat of Resistance. Stay in the board, you're terrible. 1 Erase. Nope, not doing anything. Triton Tactics. No, it's out. Not
Yep.
playing it. Defiant Strike. Get that card in the main deck, son. That card is nuts.
How many cards? How many does he have in the side?
He's got 1 in the side.
Oh,
and
okay. So he wants to round out the 3. I bet he's playing 3 main board.
Yeah, so he needs to bring that card in because it's nuts. Ordelia Heliod. Get out of here. You're bad. 2 Brimaz, King of Oreskos. You're coming in. You're good in this matchup.
He is good.
2 Lair of Heresies. Yuck. Get out of here. And 2 Laguna Band Trailblazers. Bringing
Bring
you
'em
in. You got an 0-4 butt. Bioblade this, buddy.
Yeah, I like that, man. Look at you. Now you're hyped up.
I'm
See?
hyped up. Let's do it, Dan.
Come on, Dan.
Crush the enemy.
I need it. We need to see something happen tonight.
We need to change Ben Sliwa's name on the overlay here to Evil Ben Sliwa.
Can we get some evil Ben Sliwa
Yeah.
on there?
Let's get some Evil Ben Sliwa on there. There we go.
All right, so we've got evil Ben Sliwa. I guess I should put it in parentheses because he's not technically evil. But you never
Or we
know.
could put him. He could be Ben the enemy Sliwa. I don't even.
That
think
might be too big.
That might not
but we'll
fit
put
on-
evil Ben Sliwa
Yeah.
right now because Ben Sliwa, not known for playing Sultai colors, just in general,
No.
wasn't he a Jeskai player before?
Yeah, he's played them all. Ben Sliwa's all over the map on these
What
decks.
happened?
He just likes to bounce around.
He fell from grace. People love evil Ben.
Oh no! Our heel has turned face.
I know.
What's happening?
Evil Ben's the great hope here. No, come on, guys. We've seen. I love control magic. I'll play counter spells all day. I got chastised once because I had 13 counter spells in a deck.
Yeah, I used to like control magic. But
You always love control magic is the best.
no, it's blue is the best.
Blue is the best.
But
That's
that
true.
blue aggressive things that draw cards.
I don't like that.
And then play tempo games are the best.
Blue.
Although Delver
Whoa.
is the devil.
Hold on. Rug tempo? Rug tempo is completely. What do
No.
you mean blue tempo?
No, Delver is
Stop.
the devil.
Delver is not a good card. Well, hold
It's
on.
a good card. It's
Delver's
just
a
the
good
devil.
card. I just don't like playing it. Here's what you play. You play Counterbalance, and you
No.
play Top. And then you play Venser. And then you play. That's it. You just play Magic. Gosh, come on, Dan.
No, I like to say no to my opponent when they ask, like, could I have killed your heroic creature? No. I had all these protection spells. Your deck stinks. Get out of here. That's
Your
my-
removal package is terrible.
Yeah, that's how I like to say no.
Oh, there we go. See, now people are getting
right.
behind Dan.
You got behind it. Can we, like, put sparkles around Dan's name?
I can maybe put good Dan.
No, good Dan is out.
What have we
Can you
got?
put our hero?
What we could do? I think this will work. Oh, whoops! That's her.
Yeah.
You
So,
know that?
Hero Dan Cardenas.
Oh, no.
Hero
No,
Dan
no.
works for me, actually.
Is you just want to do Hero Dan?
Yeah,
Oh god, I've
I like-
screwed up the spacing.
I like Hero Dan. Let's put in Hero Dan.
We can't put in Hero Dan.
right.
That's too big. We'll put in Evil Ben Sliwa.
That's in there.
Look at that. Counterbalance Top isn't fun magic. You, sir, you need to go look at Legacy decks and tell me that isn't a fun deck. That deck is the fun.
So
All right.
here we go. Our
Come
hero
on,
has
Dan.
drawn their opening hand, and Evil Ben Sliwa has like a no lander, so we're doing it.
We're getting there.
All right, Ben is gonna keep. Looks like he's got a bunch of Bile Blights in his hand, so I think he's only got a one lander, but he's got Druid Satyr Wayfunder. Snap keeps the land on top. Uh-oh. Dan's gonna play a 2-drop. Hopefully this is
Yeah.
a tap land. It is. We're getting there.
Oh, Battlewise Hoplite.
Even another land on top. Must be nice to be this lucky.
Dangerous Stubborn Denial.
Nice.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
suit 'em up.
Jeez.
There we go. Ordeal
Counter.
this thing. We should have fetched first. Remember that, people. Fetch if you're going to scry. Dan leaves it on top. He's going to attack in for 2. 4. Here we go.
There it is.
This card's out of Bile Blight range.
I love it.
We got Stubborn Denial in our hand.
I'll tell you, Battlewise Hoplite, probably one of my favorite cards from Theros.
Yeah, Ben.
Artwork's awesome.
Problem here is Ben has Crux of Fate, but we have Stubborn Denial, and Ben has a bunch of green cards in his hand that he can't cast. I guess he could have cast an Ashiok there.
This might be it.
I don't know why we didn't cast Ashiok there, actually. Dan's going to attack. He's going to draw 2 cards. He's going to hit him for 5, or is he going to Defiance Strike him here? It looks like he's going to run a Defiance Strike.
I like it.
He's going to scry, hit him for 7, keep it on top. Trigger the draw off the Defiance Strike.
What does Stan got?
So
Ooh.
he's going to Bile Blight him. We're going to say,
Do we have
sure,
protection?
hit us for 2. No, it doesn't matter. Hit us for 3, 4.
It's at 7, right?
Yeah,
So
it's
it'd
at
be
7,
4.
so it'd be 4.
Correct.
So,
So
yeah,
Dan looks like he's got a God's Willing.
Man, if Dan counters this in any way, I might flip the table. You just hit him for 4. He just wastes a card.
Hero Dan knows what he's doing.
Hero Dan is in the tank too long and clearly telegraphing that he has something. Alright. Ben takes 4 and puts it down to 12. So, like, Ben's still on a 2-turn clock no matter what.
Oh, jeez.
So there
the
we
red
go.
mana is all...
So Dan's going to play a Temple Triumph, scry, and keep it on top. Ben draws another Black Source, but doesn't have any green.
So he can't cast
He's
that.
gonna pass back.
Gosh.
So-
Sultai Charm doesn't even get rid of the creature, does it?
It's
monocolored?
It does, yeah. It does not kill battle while
Oh,
top
wow.
light. So Dan kept a God's Willing on top. I imagine he's going to bash in for 6, and
Fire it off.
Ben's going to run back another Bile Blight.
Come on.
And we're just
How long
gonna,
are we going to get Bile Blighted
Yeah,
for?
whatever, that's fine.
You're okay with this?
Dude, totally.
I'd start just unloading with the Hoplite.
No, you
All
didn't
right.
care.
Dan
Take
doesn't-
3,
Dan
go
doesn't
down to
know.
9. Maybe I'll drop a Brimaz here.
Just to produce another target.
No, I would. He has Valorous Stance in his hand too. Yeah, Dan's not losing this game. Ben's gonna be like, "Oh, Crux of Fate you." Dan's gonna Valorous Stance this guy and then kill him.
Uh-oh.
Or
Slam
Stubborn
it.
Denial.
Oops, Stubborn Denial. Okay.
I like Valorous Stancing there. I think it's a little bit better.
Just to
but
give that extra counter.
yeah. Plus,
Okay.
you use your mana more efficiently.
Yeah.
Dan draws another battlefield forge, so another red-white lane.
Look, Evil Ben's stunned. He
Yeah.
doesn't know what happened.
Dan's gonna put him to 3. So yeah, I think Ben's dead. Pretty sure he has no outs. That's not gonna do it.
Scoop it up time.
He can cast a Tassiger and chump block.
Yeah, that's not... I mean, can't Dan run through it?
Yeah, he has to chump block it. So his line is probably Hero's Downfall here, and then it's just going to get countered by this God's Willing in Dan's hand, and Ben's going to quickly rage and scoop them up.
Here's Downfall. Valor Stance? Fire it off? One time?
God's
no,
Willing.
God's Willing. Okay.
Yep. Ben gonna
Counter.
pick it up. Then
Fire
he's
the
gonna
scry. What
cast
do we got?
Tassiger. Dan's gonna end step
Oh,
Valorous
boy.
Stance this card, and the Norman Special.
Ooh.
Gonna tie this game up here.
Look, Dan's
Yeah, Dan's
double checking. He says, you're at
You're
3.
at 3, buddy.
By the way, your
Yeah.
creature's dead.
Killing you guys. All right, and our hero has done it. He has
Dan
vanquished
gets
evil
there.
Evil Ben Sliwa
Oh,
in game 2.
I can't believe it.
I
You
can
see that?
believe it.
The cheers of the crowd.
Believe.
The roar of the people brought our hero Dan to where he needs to be.
Tying it up at 1-1.
Oh, baby. This is what you like. I mean, this is the type of magic we've been waiting for.
Yeah.
This Dan Cardenas heroic magic.
Our hero.
Slaying the evil snake clan Ben Sliwa.
Yep.
Very impressive.
Just a crushing. Just stomped him.
That was a
That was a beating.
That was a beating. Battlewise Hoplite delivered the blow.
So Evil Ben going back to the drawing board.
It's happening. Oh boy.
This player's quickly shuffling up. No sideboarding.
I will say this: Dan's got to get a good shuffle in here. We need another stellar hand like that.
Yeah, that was a pretty good hand.
That was a good hand.
That was only a really good hand because Ben's hand was pretty bad. He kept a 1-lander and
Yeah.
then like
Found no green.
if he had a untapped land on turn 2, he's gonna Bile Blight our guy.
Mm-hmm.
So that would have been bad. But yeah, his hand was really slow and didn't have any green mana, and we just crushed him.
I would have loved. I'm not even kidding. If there was no Valorous Stance, and we had a Tamir Battle Rage, I would have loved to see the Hoplite go in, have Sliwa block with the Khan of the Sultai clan, and then get Battle Raged out of the game.
Yeah, I would have taken that.
All right, Game 3. The definitive match.
Here we go.
Oh, jeez. Ben's going to be on the play here now, though, so Dan
Yep.
has to be a little bit more cautious.
He does, but hopefully Ben just, has some mulligan into oblivion, and that's a hand that I'm going to mulligan. That's a one-lander. Yep, there we go. Down to 6.
He didn't have a fetch there? I thought
He
he
did.
had Opulent Palette fetch.
He only had a polluted delta, and he had other.
No Opulent.
No, he would have kept that. He would have had Bioblight, polluted delta, opulent palace. Dan's gonna snap it off.
Oh, jeez.
Looks like he's got a Laguna Band Trailblazer in his hand, which is just money.
Yeah.
Money in the bank.
How big do those things usually get when you play?
Oh,
The
they
Laguna Band?
usually get to like 5/9s.
No way.
Yeah, people just scoop it up after that.
Really? After
like,
yeah, because I mean,
Can't
that
kill a
card's almost-
5/9 unless they glare a heresy it, and then I'm just like, get out of here.
5/9.
This game was more fun when nobody knew that card existed.
Yeah, that's true. How do you feel about I've seen some heroic lists play a Crow and Skyguard. How do you feel about that with the
No,
built-in
it's out.
evasion? You don't like it?
It is fine in the like red base decks with
Yeah.
because like you don't have any evasion other than the trample from
Or
your
the
battle rage,
or
but
the Intimidate from a Crow and Linebreaker.
yeah,
+2/+0 Intimidate.
yeah.
Which I will tell you, when I was testing with the red-white heroic, I got steamrolled by that card. Just because I didn't... First of all, I didn't play around the Intimidate, and then secondly, I didn't play around Tamir Battle Rage.
Yeah, that card's a beating.
Yeah.
If you Tamir Battle Rage it.
Yes, it is.
If you Defiant Strike Tamir Battle Rage it is a lot of damage.
It's huge.
So.
The card is a beast.
Yeah, but I don't like it in these blue-white heroic decks. The other Aqueous Form Stratus Walk's just better evasion. So,
Stratus Walk seems better.
yeah. Ben's gonna go to 6, and looks like he's got 2 Swamps and a Bioblight and a Downfall, so I think he's gonna keep this one. But our hero has the 0-4.
Oh, not only does he have the 0-4, he has a favored Hoplite.
Yeah, I play the 0-4 here. Plays around Bioblight. We have a turn 2 ordeal. Okay, so Dan looks like he's going to slow roll this because he doesn't have another untapped land. Are you going to keep that card on top?
He's double checking. I don't think so. I think you shipped that, right? What was it, God's Willing?
Or
a favored?
It looks like a creature. So yeah, he's going to ship that one to the bottom.
That's smart.
It's going to untap. Ben's going to draw another Hero's Downfall. So we're going to have to slog through a fair amount of removal here. So
But
he
we
draws
got
a
the-
Hero Verois. So Dan going to play...
There you go. I think favorite Hoplite, or you run
Yeah.
the Laguna Bane?
No, you play the Laguna Band Trailblazer. Can't out a Bioblight. Just run it out there. There we go.
Dang.
Yeah, Dan did have a third land. I don't know why he has a Mana Confluence in hand too. I wouldn't play a Skyland first. I would have played this out there.
You would have just put it out.
Yeah, because like then we could have equipped it and got in there. Although I wouldn't have equipped it. I would have because it's gonna die to Hero's Downfall. But
He has nothing to protect it for Hero's Downfall.
yeah, but he doesn't if he like plays it on turn 1 and then on turn 2 ordeals and then
Sure.
Ben has a third land untapped. It just smashes us. But he's gonna fetch. Dan's gonna fetch. Gonna get an island, and then now I imagine we're gonna ordeal it, and hopefully he has God's Willing or a similar type of effect.
Some
in
type
his
of
hand.
protection spell.
Yeah, Ajani's Presence maybe. Looks like he does.
Or deal a Thos of that baby
Yeah,
up.
ordeal.
Boom.
So the
Trigger.
0-4 becomes a 2-6.
Jeez.
He's gonna attack into for 2. Put Ben to 8. 18. 18.
18.
Ben does not start at 10 life. Oh, I wish.
I hope not.
Ben's
Evil
gonna draw.
Ben might start at 10 life.
It's a green land. Evil Ben, I imagine, going to attempt to Hero's Downfall this.
A Kiora wouldn't be bad here for him.
No, Kira would be good. Although Kira would also get blown out by Bioblight. So if Evil Ben wants to kill Dan's card, he should wait until upkeep to do it. So
And that's usually the play, right? Wait until... Untap, use my mana before main phase 1.
yep, use my mana on my turn
Yeah.
instead of at the end of your turn.
Sure.
So
Ooh.
Evil Ben,
Snapped it off pre-combat.
yeah. So but now he can protect it with Valorous Stance, which
Sure.
is even better for us. Yeah, boom.
Oh, jeez.
How does this feel? This is a 3/7, gonna be a 4/8. We're gonna draw 2. Get on our level.
And dropping out a 14 after that attack?
Yeah, now I hope Dan has another protection spell that like gives his creature indestructible in his hand.
Sure.
Because using the Valorous Stance there does get us blown out by Crux of Fate, or we do, lose to Crux of Fate. So,
He's gonna-
it looks like he's going to run a Hoplite out there. No, he's going to Defiant Strike. Dan wants to
Interesting.
just smash in the damage. So,
So he's going to take an additional 2 more, go down to 12, draw a card. So
Yeah.
I have to assume he's got a God's Willing or a Johnny's Presence in
yeah,
his hand.
I would. I think he has a God's Willing. It looks like he also has another Valorous Stance. But if Ben,
Ben
Ben
at-
draws a Death Dealer.
That's
I
at
think
13 or 12 after that attack.
Ben's at 13.
13?
Yeah, he should have taken 6.
Oh man, the cheers from the crowd. They might have brought Dan a.
No, Ben should be at 12. You
You
can
should be at
fix that.
12,
Yeah.
right after the
Ben's at
Defiant.
12. Yep. Thank you. We'll try to get our spotter there to fix the life totals. So Ben does have another hero's downfall. I imagine that's probably going to get cast at some point. But our hero looking to be in good shape. He just needs to kill our opponent before they get a Crux of Fate. So, untap. Ben gonna let Dan draw a card. Once again, a little dangerous. What upkeep to that effect.
We've notified the spotter there about the life change. It looks like Ben got it.
So Dan's gonna play another Mana Confluence, and if we have Tamir Battle Rage, Ben's just dead here.
We win the game
Yeah.
off that card.
Yeah, we do. Game is over. So we'll see what Dan chooses to do. He's gonna attack in for 5. I imagine Ben is going to.
Uh-oh. Defiant strike
Defiant
targeting.
strike.
Oh boy.
So now I think Ben is going to try to run the hero's downfall, so we don't draw a card, and that's going to get countered by this God's Willing. I hope, not by Valorous Stance. Thank you. Hopefully we top deck. No, we should use our fetch land so that we can use our
Shuffle.
scry effectively.
Yeah.
Hopefully we scry and see it. Yes, Tamir Battle Rage.
Was
It's
it?
Tamir Battle
Was
Rage.
it?
It's got to be used. That's the one card you just snap keep on top of your deck.
There's no way. Can
Yeah.
he? Oh, but what does he have to draw?
So he has Defiant Strike to draw.
Oh, he has the Defiant
Yeah.
Strike draw.
He's
Oh,
gonna
off the
draw
scry?
off the trigger
oh,
and just
no.
kill him. It's totally Tamir
Is
Battle
this
Rage.
the slaying of Evil Ben Sliwa?
Yeah, Evil Ben Sliwa is just dead right here.
Is that what we witnessed right now?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is Tamir Battle Rage. There's no card that I'm just gonna snap keep on top of my deck that
Yeah.
fast.
Oh, what? What happened?
No, Dan has to draw.
I think he did. I think he drew before Ben had a
well,
response.
Looks like Ben has a Crux of Fate.
Okay, so
Ben's at 4. Yeah.
Ben's at 4 after that attack. Okay, there we go.
I don't think Dan drew that card off
He,
it.
he did. I think he drew a card. Then Ben responded after the Defiant Strike had already resolved.
No,
then-
that doesn't make sense.
What do you mean that doesn't make sense?
No, that's incorrect. That doesn't make sense.
How does that make sense?
Because like
I'm pretty sure that's exactly what happened.
Ben, why would you let the Defiant Strike resolve?
I don't.
Like,
I don't know.
you-
But
like,
look,
I don't know.
Twitch chat's agreeing.
All right,
They saw it.
Then that's a misplay on Ben's part. So
I,
that's all.
you're saying. I understand what you're saying. You're saying you would, in response to the Defiant Strike, downfall the creature so that the person cannot draw.
Correct.
Yes, and I agree that's the line of play. That isn't what Ben did, though.
All right. Well, Ben's just on super tilt here. Then he's got a Soul Tie Charm though, so like that could kill this guy. But I'm pretty sure Dan has another Valorous Stance.
The followers of Evil Ben Sliwa in the chat room are just going crazy now. They can't. They might have to be cast back to the Shadow Realm.
Yeah. Ben in the tank as to how he can navigate this turn. If I'm Dan, I'm playing with my hand face up and showing that I have protection spells.
Oh no, was it it? It
Yeah,
wasn't
it's
it. It was
another
a Defiant
Valorous Stance.
Strike.
Yeah.
Oh,
Evil Ben Sliwa will be vanquished here by Dan Cardenas unless he decides not to attack with his 7-11, with this Inkwell Leviathan.
now people are saying it's Evil Dan because he didn't give Ben a chance to respond.
No, Dan is our hero, and Dan is going to win this game. Dan's going
will-
to take as much time as he can to think. So Ben's going to reach for the Bile Blight. I imagine I let this resolve, and I'll have a 4/8, and then you can cast another Bile Blight,
Sure.
and now I will just give my guy protection and kill you, or cast. You know,
Cast. What can he? What does he got here? He's got God's Willing.
Yeah, he's
Snap
got
off the
God's Willing.
God's Willing. Come on, Dan.
I mean, people get in the tank. This is an easy God's Willing. So like
People get in the tank for what?
Valorous Stance doesn't do anything.
Yeah, don't no. Oh, why? Is he just trying to oh, he's just trying to pump it. Oh, that's dangerous though. What? But now you only have a blue up.
Maybe he just didn't have another Valorous Stance.
He's got a God's Willing.
So now he's going to put him to 1. Alright. Well, our hero misplays horribly.
That's dangerous.
Eh.
This is super dangerous.
I think Ben has a Crux of Fate in his hand.
Does he have an additional land? There's no way.
He has a Soul Tie Charm too, though.
that he hasn't
Oh, but he
used?
can't cast it because he has his green mana
Oh, kills him now.
kills him.
Oh no.
Oh man. Oh, and he murderous cuts. Oh, I'm
No,
gonna
Dan.
vomit. No!
No!
Our hero!
Oh no, what
Oh my
happened?
god, he played so badly. That's what happened.
Oh, he drew another Laguna Man. Yes!
No, but this doesn't do anything. We need to play another creature.
Oh no.
Alright, so he's gonna go to 16, play a favorite hoplite,
Okay.
which is still lethal.
Alright.
Ben
Don't draw. Ben, what are you doing?
draws an island.
Oh, this could be Crux of Fate right here.
Yeah.
Not good. And
No.
we used both of our
He's
Valor
gonna play a
stance.
Rakshasa. He can't even play a Rakshasa Death Dealer. Ben can't cast anything, I don't think. Ben can literally cast nothing.
This
I
is
think our hero
insane.
is gonna win after misplaying so hard.
Wait, is he down to 15 after both double tapping the mana confluence?
Yeah.
Oh,
So Ben is just
jeez.
dead. He literally can't cast any cards in his hand because Dig Through Time costs too
This
much.
is it.
And the green card.
Slam it. Attacks with the 0/4.
And Ben's gonna kill himself. You're gonna take a damage to do that and die.
Is he?
Yeah,
He
he's
is.
dead.
He is. That's it.
So our hero vanquishes evil Ben Sliwa despite misplaying.
Oh,
and-
man.
Fortunately, we can't read that on the stream, Dan.
Yeah, I'm not
So,
100% sure what that says.
I think it's the Norman special.
Is that
Probably
what that's
what it
supposed to
says.
be? All right. Well, that is not the Norman special, but that is definitely
Yeah.
how our hero vanquishes the evil Ben Sliwa.
So Ben did not have Crux of Fate in his hand, or else he probably would have won that game.
I thought he did, but he couldn't cast it.
No,
he
he
could,
didn't
'cause
have
he
it.
was-
Yeah.
Oh, he just didn't have
He
it.
just didn't have it. No.
Oh,
It was a
jeez.
murderous cut that I saw, not a Crux of Fate.
Okay.
So
So we think games 2 and games 3. Dan Cardenas has it. Like that's the
Yeah,
that's
Dan
the
crushed
heroic
him.
deck. Yeah, that's what you want. Granted, evil Ben Sliwa was stuck on lands, but still.
yeah, but that's what happens when you're evil.
When you're evil, your deck doesn't work well. That's good. Granted, that going back to that play with the Defiant Strike, it was very strange because Dan snap drew that card without giving Ben
Yeah,
a chance
I
to
would have called
respond.
a judge or something.
Yeah, it was awkward.
But-
Granted, I think Ben was already in a position where he knew his evilness would not be tolerated.
Yeah, when you're the face, the referee likes to look the
Yeah.
other way when you do sketchy things.
Also, here we can see what Dan took. So Dan dropped 2 Tamir Battle Rages and the 3 Seekers to bring in the Brahmas, the Stubborn Denial, and
I would have kept Seeker in. Like creatures are good. I probably would have taken out the battle rages though.
Really?
Those are pretty bad. Yeah.
you just take them out.
yeah.
You
they're-
don't want to one-shot your
I
opponent.
do, but like they're just not that good in this
Sure,
matchup.
sure.
So,
Interesting. Very interesting.
yeah, our hero wins.
That's it, baby. That's what you want to see.
So
All right.
hopefully our other hero, Alex Pressig, with the red-white deck,
Will
managed
win? Oh,
to beat
yeah.
Noah Cohen, so we can get a 3-0 match of red-white versus our hero Dan Cardenas.
I know there was somebody in Twitch chat asking about the red-white heroic deck. They wanted to see that on stream, so hopefully we can have a good match of aggro decks facing off. In the
We don't have a
finals.
red-white heroic deck, but we do have a red-white.
Or I'm
aggro
sorry, the
deck.
red-white
Yeah.
red-white aggro deck. Okay.
So we'll see if it's still undefeated. If not, well, I don't know what to tell you.
They'll be controlled.
We'll try to put it on anyways.
We'll,
yeah.
we'll see what we can do. All right, guys, bear with us. We'll be back here. There's 10 minutes left in the round. If you haven't, make sure you hit that follow button down there at the bottom of the video. You got to sign up. You got to keep in touch with us. We got to keep in touch with you. You get to see more cool stuff like Evil Ben battling against our hero Dan Cardenas. So we'll be back in a little bit, guys.